This week's Torah portion, Parshas Bat, talks about Aaron, the high priest. And he was a little bit disappointed because some of his services were not really taken away, but he didn't have the same opportunities as the other leaders. You see, all the leaders of the other tribes, they got to bring sacrifices at the beginning of the inauguration of the temple in the years of the Jewish people in the desert, in the desert of Sinai. So God goes to Aaron and says, you have one job, but this one job will be just as important as all the other jobs, even greater. And your job is to light the menorah every day in the temple. And although this is a wonderful job, the question is, well, what makes this so unique? And the answer is that sometimes a little bit of light leads the way for so many people. It's true that he wasn't doing anything, bringing a sacrifice, just basically turning on the lights, because that's what it was. But sometimes turning on the lights for other people to do their part is so important. And sometimes we don't understand and appreciate what it means to help other people do what they have to do. Sometimes we think we have to do big things ourselves, but we learn from here, even helping somebody else do something. You just turning on the lights for them is a great mitzvah. Good morning, everyone. This week we start the book of Numbers, Parshat Bamidbar, which starts out with a very, very detailed counting of the Jewish people, counting each tribe, each family. And the question is, why is it so important to count? Sometimes details make things complicated, make things hard to remember. And sometimes you remember round numbers much easier than these small, exact numbers, each tribe, how many people exactly. Why is it so important to be so exact? So I heard a beautiful answer. Sometimes we think as numbers and math as things that get in the way of simplicity of life. Why do we make things so complicated with exact hours, to the minute, to the second? The answer is the more precise we are in life, the more real it is. If I tell you, I'm going to go to buy you a gift sometime this year, but I don't say which day, which week, which month, it doesn't really mean so much to you. You don't know when you're going to get it. Maybe you're not really going to get it. I'm not so serious. But if I say, next Wednesday, exactly 3 o'clock and 3:05, I'm going to the store and I'll be home at 3:14 and 12 seconds, that makes it very real. I got to be there on time with that present. So the same thing is with the counting of the Jewish people. The more numbers we have, the more exact we are, the more precise and real it makes our Judaism into what it is. We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushmaho yachad L'shemo seferetz v'lesilah Chadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela L'kras Shabbos l'chuvin elcha Ki hi mikor haberacha Meirosh mikedem nisucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav lo shevet b'yemekabocha V'hu yachamol alayichem la'lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei sefartei chami Al yad ben yishai beis alachmi Karva el nafshi gi Yahala lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisahoreri Ki v'horechu miyori Uri shir daberi Kavod Hashem alayich nigla Lecha dodi lekras kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela, v'hayulim shisa, shahosayich, v'rachaku kameh v'halayich, yasis alayich elokayich, Kim sazcha sana kala, lecha dodi lekras kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela, yamin usmal tifrotzi, v'yez Hashem taritzi, al yad ben yishai beit aloch mikarva el nafshi ala lecha, dodi lekras kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela, v'wi b'shalom, atares ba'ala, gam berina v'tzahala, tochem uneyam segula, v'wi kala, lecha dodi lekras kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela. Later in the parsha, we have the story where the people who carried out the bones of Moses from Egypt, bones of Joseph, from Egypt into the land of Israel, they could not participate in some of the sacrifices. And they were upset. And they complained to Moshe and they said, we want an opportunity as well. And this is unusual because they did themselves such a great act, carrying the bones of their forefathers into the land of Israel, fulfilling a promise that they made hundreds of years ago. And we learn from here, even if you're doing something great, there's something about doing something with everyone else, being part of the group, going along with everyone, do something positive. And sometimes people say, well, it's important for me to go on my own and do my own things. I don't need to be part of a group. They don't really need me. But here we learn the opposite as well. As important it is to be an individual, you also have to be part of the group, of everyone else, together, the congregation. And the more you're part of the congregation, the more you could accomplish with them. We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'eis nasa b'chefso kol azai mehelech shemo nikra v'yacharei kechlos hakol Levahado yimloch nora v'haya v'hove v'yiyeh b'sifara v'hu echad v'yin sheni hamshilo lehachvira v'li reishis v'li sachlis v'lo ha'od v'hamizra v'hu keli v'chai go'ali v'tzorchev li b'yeis nasa v'hu nisi umanosli minas kosi b'yom ekra b'yahado avkid ruchi Eis ishan v'yahira v'yimrochi geviyasi ado shem li v'lo v'ira. And have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.